So welcome everyone to this session. We're going to be talking today about soul sovereignty, which is and you go, how surprising is that? Okay, soul sovereignty is everything. It is everything to you personally. And you know what? Not too many people have grasped yet what it is. Okay, we talk about it. Oh, we are reaching for it, but we're not actually knowing what is going on to receive soul sovereignty. So today I'm going to share around it, tell a couple of stories and things like that, because the greatest thing that I can impart to you is that you are a sovereign being, okay, that you are reconnecting with in right now. Okay, so to come into 5D, so we talk about 5D all the time. Okay, we're actually now really finally just being so open about it and just saying, you know, we're coming into this new consciousness, and this new consciousness of 5D. What is it? Well, 5D is the new earth. Okay, it's the new earth that's being created. It's the golden age. So last year was a phenomenon in itself of many, many earth cycles coming to completion as we have journeyed astrologically, okay, around through cycles that have had many prophecies stated from all of our civilizations that have gone before us, and even our most recent. So we've had these written into our DNA, into our knowledge, okay, that we're coming into a special time. And we have that feeling of, oh my God, there's more to come, there's more to come, there's more. Let's just say there's more. Okay, there's got to be more than the 3D world in duality that we've been taught. Okay, so we all came in and we dropped into duality, and duality is that horrible stuff that wrapped us in all sorts of trauma, all sorts of issues. Okay, it was considered to be light versus dark. Duality in the game of the illusion that we've created within this world has kept us down. It's kept us in denser survival activities. And even today, I want you to feel in your lower body the feelings that you have of survival, you know, of just trying to get through a day at the moment, particularly with lockdown and all of that going on. We are feeling an oppression from this system. Okay, this system. See, this is where the greater you is, okay, the I am presence, the higher self, all of the light forces is in 5D and above in multidimensionality. But here in the illusion has been a suppressed version of the greater, a suppressed version. We've had the power to manipulate, to play games, to gain from our relationships with each other, whether it be power, whether it be in love, whether it be in finance. Okay, we've been able to manipulate one another, utilizing the very essence of that which keeps you standing upright on your feet. Standing upright on your feet. What's keeping me standing upright on my feet? Well, there's my first question, isn't it? We always come back and ask this first question. So if your soul pulled out of the top of your head right now, what would your body do? Okay, so your soul will actually just leave your body, and we all know what this is, and your body would fall on the ground. Okay, so let's get the identity of who you really are sorted straight up front. Okay, it is your soul, this living vibrational essence that keeps you standing upright on your feet, utilizing your chakra system to hold you in what's called emulsion. Have you heard of emulsion? Emulsion is this fantastic word that came to me in a dream. So in emulsion, it's like a yolk being held in egg white within an egg. Okay, emulsion is holding me in 3D stasis, okay, that is within the multiverse. And I am actually sitting here pretty in this space, able to move and groove and have my being here in 3D, but I am encompassed by the greater. So we'll just call it the greater. Don't care what you want to refer it to. We're not going into scientific practices or, theosophy or anything on this. So you are being held in time and space, okay, within the greater, which means I am a vibrational being. I am in and out. Did you know you think that you're looking at me reasonably solid, okay, but actual fact, I'm in and out and I'm in and out. You take your eyes off me and I can disappear like that. Okay, so there's beautiful things that are happening. And by the way, that's for each and every one of us. So I am my own vibrational world. Okay. And so if you studied the Course of Miracles or any of these other texts, you'll know that your body is a vibrational reality that's created within this illusion, okay, of 3D duality. Okay. Why do we call it duality? Because about 15,000 years ago, humanity dropped from the tree of life, which had me in full capacity to the life force within me, into duality, opposite myself, okay, and unable to bring myself into alignment. And so we went through a pretty traumatic time when you think about Earth's history, what we've done to one another, okay, what we're witnessing right now. We say, wow, that's big, but it's always been, there's always been the conqueror. There's always been battles to overcome. It's been pretty nasty. Okay. We're just getting better at nasty in one sense. And we have to turn around within ourselves and take back this position of what is called soul sovereignty. So soul sovereignty. Let's look at the word sovereign. What is sovereign? Okay, sovereign means to rule, doesn't it? Okay, that's usually someone with a crown on their head and they are sovereign. They are to rule, or they are ruling. Okay, to be sovereign means that I am the ruler of my vibrational world. Isn't that beautiful? And why am I the ruler of my vibrational world? Because I'm the one, through my thoughts, feelings, desires, etc., am projecting into my own quantum field. So basically, if you look down through your tube of light, because you are a channel of light, I am a unit of light. Feel that. I am a unit of light. Feel the isness of that statement. This is not something to obtain, work towards. Okay, you are standing upright on your feet, being a unit of light. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so when we are a unit of light, which you are by, okay, automation, you are that. Okay, what you're doing, you're projecting onto your very own quantum field that is written into your DNA. And if you study and go further into it, of course, you're looking at the flower of life, which is the 13 universal laws and so much more, that when combined, okay, in unity with one another and with your ability to understand your capacity, you will project great things in alignment with your greater you, your soul. Okay, so we talk about your soul, the greater you, and we talk about the little pointy you, which is the avatar. Okay, but soul is the purest light force. It is the divinity dropped down, drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down into you. Okay, That's why it says, you know, we're made in the image of God and we're this, and, you know, we are and have this incredible soul fire within us. We've got this amazing capacity to create. That is our natural self. The natural state of the soul is to create. The natural state of the soul is to expand. Okay? And this is why it's so important that you understand your relationship with who you are and who you are, because you are the one that is projecting and onto your own quantum field. In every split second, you are either creating and wrapping it with the degrees of difficulty through your law of acquisition. We teach further in the week. We're getting in some amazing stuff in that class coming up. But the law of acquisition, you wrap your life vibrationally in every holy instant. Okay, in, out, in, out. Okay, that's what you're doing. And you vibrationally project something into your life, usually through judgments and opinions. But imagine if we can actually get past judgments and opinions and release only, okay, only true creations. Okay, now how is that possible? How can we tap that? Because truly, we looked at plan B in the law of acquisition, and plan B there, that hurts. Okay, it really hurts living a plan B life. Okay, we are creating unwellness in our 4 bodies, our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. We are creating poverty in our lives. We, by the law of acquisition, okay, are bringing in strangeness, unwellness, okay. Generationally, we're projecting everything from addictions to limitations to generational poverty. Okay, we are our own oppressor. Okay, nobody else. And if we still have this dialogue going on that, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for that person, if it wasn't for my mother, if it wasn't for my father, okay, and we project over and over and through entire lifetimes this wounding of a storyline. So a story, yes, was a lived experience. Yes, we were hurt, and yes, we were wounded, and yes, we did go through that. And we do not say that that is an illusion. You went through that. It marked you. And when you've been marked in such a way, it goes deep, it cuts you. Okay? But how deep you go within a story is what you're going to keep perpetuating over and over onto your own quantum field. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? So we've got to bring the story back into your now present moment. Okay? We've got to bring this to an end. Okay? And the only way you can do that is to understand that you are the vibrational projector. Okay? And that's why I wrote this book. It's so important to understand this book. You have to understand quantum law. You have to understand who you are so that you will actually change your mind about creating from 3D illusion, okay, and start creating from here. And soul connection coming into soul sovereignty, okay, is an initiation process. Okay, so I want you to hear this. Coming into soul sovereignty is an initiation process into self-mastery. Okay? It cannot be done unless you are longing and calling for the greater you to come in and be a part of your vibrational makeup. Now, why do we have to do this? Okay, now I know everyone here has been seeking. That's what a seeker is. But right now we're seeking to come into the 4th level of consciousness, which is rejoining the divine within us. Isn't that true? That's what this is what we're coming into, is rejoining the life force, L-I-F-E, life force, the life force within us, is now being ignited, switched on. Okay? So to switch it on, and that is our responsibility, is to switch on, is to ignite the soul force within us. Okay? So we can, otherwise, if we don't turn it on inside ourselves, and I hear this every day and I've lived it, okay, the separation that was within my framework was devastating. I never thought that I would come across that pit of despair, that pit of isolation. It was like this bottomless pit that just went on and on and on, that I was separated from light. Okay. And I didn't know how to come back. So even though I had this immense desire in that, until I crossed and made the leap. And that's what this book is about. Okay. Book is about making the leap, the shift, what it looks like, coming into quantum law, how to operate, how to know the difference between just rhetoric, mental, body, shifting things around and going, oh yeah, I know that. No. Okay, your soul that keeps you upright is on your feet, wants to inhabit your physical body. And this is something that you cannot run away from. Okay, this is what's going on right now. Okay, your physical light system is being inhabited by your soul sovereign self. The greater you is coming in. And we've talked about you as a baby, and the soul goes hello to the body elemental, and the body elemental goes, who are you? Okay, born of the nature of Gaia. Okay, and the body elemental goes, oh, but the soul goes, I am your friend. Okay, and there is a blending together and a merging, okay, of the soul at that particular point when that soul desires to join the physical body and comes in. And then from then on, we're going through cycles of 7 years where we, embed or embody the soul more into our physicality. Ages of 7, 14, 21, 28, as natural cycles of the soul coming in to our physicality. And for some reason, we in the Western world have not heard this enough, okay, or we don't understand it, that you are having this greater expansion within your own self, within your own bodies. And this is why you're hearing about shadow work. Why is shadow work important? Well, shadow work, to me, there's only light and then denser energies of what we've created within this world of illusion. But when we're actually transmuting through using spiritual alchemy, using the quantum laws that I share with you, you are transmuting those story patterns, those story vibrations, those story worlds that you keep reconfiguring, okay, utilizing your board of directors, utilizing your greater you keep configuring the same story. So we are now transmuting those stories, okay? And this is so important in activity. You transmute what you don't want to live. Isn't that simple? Who does it? You do it. You go, no, right, I'm over this. And we make all of these funny new decisions, or whether we're conscious of it or not, we're doing it all the time. And we make this new decision and go, no, not doing that. And they go, no. Okay. And you have to be like that. It's like, no, you have to be a decreer. Okay. A decreer onto your own quantum world. It's like, no, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'll have this. Thank you very much. And you call in the opposite. You call in wholeness. You call in harmony. You call in true projection. Okay. From your soul sovereign self. Okay, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here because I want to just lay it out so you understand who and what you are. Are you all getting that? Okay, let's give you a dose of diamond. Who wants a dose of diamond, hey? Yay. Okay, so filling up, because Why is this important? Filling up, taking it on. Diamond is the latest light body. My diamond light body is now active. I have initiated into a diamond light body. Hello, beautiful David. So filling up. Oh, God, I love you. Feel this love. It's just unconditional love. It's so gentle, so peaceful. Just filling up, Joan. I want you to know yourself. It is not hard. Well, it's not when you get to this side of it, hey? Filling up your light body. So your light body right now, your physical body, pouring it into your brain, the top of your head, and just letting it cruise down into your heart. Opening up your light body. Some of you here have had all of your light bodies opened. Okay, those people should be able to just pop on their light body because a couple of you here are diamond active. Feeling that magnificent energy. I want you to be greedy and say, I want more. I want more. Fill up, take on more. Fill up every cell and every atom of your body. Let your life force trigger. Okay, it is your responsibility in soul sovereignty to ignite yourself. This is self-governance. This is soul governance. You can run on empty if you choose. You're a free will creator. But better to ignite yourself to the designer that stands within you. Isn't that beautiful? Feeling the work going on in your heart chakra. I can feel some stuff going on there. What is the heart chakra? The heart chakra is the motor that repurifies or that purifies all negative energy that's being held in your physicality. You're a recycling center. Okay, every day you get a fresh dose of neutralized electrons and you've been pumping out your busy creators, pumping it out. Okay, and when you've utilized your energies, okay, it needs to be recycled and it is recycled. It's just that most of us are unaware of that. And so we become depleted because we're not bringing it back through our heart chakra from the solar plexus. And I've got this amazing teaching on the alchemy triangle, which is in the book. You need to understand how your light body works. Teaches you all about how you actually function as a soul that is standing upright on your feet in a vibrational world. Isn't this cool? Now, how are you feeling? And so we talk on alignment with the greater you. We talk on alignment. Okay, so we don't talk about you having to crush your ego, okay, or do any of those things. Because right now, when you have the diamond energy flowing and your soul is ignited, and I want you to feel your brains right now, they're going do 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 do. Okay, they're tweaking. They are tweaking. Okay, and what are they tweaking to? They're actually tweaking to the true reality of your board of directors, your sovereign soul. Okay, why is it tweaking your brain? Because you have been displaying certain elements of the game that are a miscreation and not a true creation. Okay, you are the projector of worlds, worlds within worlds. And this is taught very well in Theosophy. You are the creator of worlds because you're a divine being of light. So feeling that activity in your brain, and let's introduce you to your board of directors. So if you can imagine over your left-hand side, shoulder, your divine feminine. And she is the one that brings form within the creation. Remember I was talking about emulsion? Okay, Mother God brings the form. So you are being held in this body, in this avatar, in this creation by the Divine Mother, holding our energies together, okay, who is the creator of the world that I am inhabiting. My body is a world. My body is a perfect world. Okay, I am immaculately made. And on your left, on your right hand side, sorry, is the divine masculine. And divine masculine is the doing, the life force within that blesses the divine mother. Okay, the inner goddess. Total respect. Total respect. He goes, I make passage. I make passage. When I met him, this booming voice came out, I make passage. And I'm going, that's my doing force, okay? And it was like, oh, thank God you're there, because I had no ability to create for myself. None. I was useless at it. Why? Because I had so much wounding in my life that I was still projecting through. Okay? When you're projecting through the wounded child, you are projecting more of the same to come back into your life because you are a creator. The last part of my triune being is my divine inner child. Your divine inner child is this glorious being. And your little one, whether a male or a female, whatever shows up for you is spectacularly you. But your divine inner child is the reconfigurer, the one that brings into your lived reality what it is that you have been projecting. So the inner child is deadly. Okay, I've been picked up in the spirit and shown on a number of occasions what the divine inner child does. So when you show up in your manifestation, when you show up in what you've been desiring, in that vibrational absolute that you were calling to yourself, okay, it was in actual fact by your triune being who has and that you have become a vibrational match to, and so you are now living it in your vibrational experience. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, it's all within you. It's all within your vibrational makeup. That's how you were made. Okay? But the little pointy you keeps you in opposition to yourself as opposite, seeking the God force, seeking soul, seeking light. Please help me. All of these are indicators of living separated from yourself. Okay? And you know that you do it. You know you've been there. But I know what you're reaching for. Okay? Because I've obtained it. And when you obtain it, if you can even classify it as obtaining it, it's not like that, is it? When you come into the presence of the isness, you go, oh my God, this is what I've been reaching for all my life. I've been reaching up inside of me. It was never in that external relationship. It was in me all of the time. I remember when I met the Divine Mother, the inner Divine Feminine, I go, all my life I've been seeking you. Oh, this immaculate Divine Feminine, okay? The woman of my dreams. The power of the woman. Isn't this what we're talking about? Got to come out of matriarch, come out of the patriarch society and into the matriarch society. I can promise you that that's not exactly how it is. Okay? Yes, we're coming into the Divine Feminine in all of her glory, into Gaia being raised, that beautiful, beautiful spirit. But in actual fact, it is the triune being. So it is the Divine Feminine that you are initiating into the Divine Masculine and the Divine Inner Child, the triune being, the 3 in 1. That is bringing us back into the tree of life. That is your initiation process. And the initiation process is opening up your heart chakra for the habitation, okay, to come back in to your physicality. And isn't this what we said was that thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So I was actually talking about, you've come from light. We're going to do everything that we were meant to be doing here as light, just the same as it was done in heaven, okay, which is light. So it's not like this faraway place that you've got to obtain and all that. It is here to bring into this experience, okay, what it is that you are desiring into your life. And then we start creating wellness, okay, blessing to our community. We actually provide them safe places. We work by our divine intuition, which is the greatest wisdom on the planet. Every piece that's come through this has not come from little Ruthie. Okay, this has come through contemplation from my soul. These are living principles. Okay, I can't offer you something from the little pointy me. It's not that clever. But every time I've asked a question, the answer has come through. And when you get a living principle, you get that answer and you apply it. Okay? Isn't that beautiful? When you apply it, what happens is it alchemizes and it decreates, it dissipates a false creation. Okay? First thing in the morning. Right. So when it dissipates, that is classified as spiritual alchemy. Okay, that which you've pixelated from this position of being back to front and upside down has been accumulated onto your quantum field for many, many, many years. Okay, when you come into soul sovereignty, you will find that you'll go through a period of depixelating the game, depixelating plan B, okay, that we've been just innocently creating. We didn't know any better. Okay, so there's no judgment about that. And so we go through this really strange time. And that strange time is letting go of the miscreations, letting go of the false creation. What does that look like? It can break your heart. Okay? It can bring you into losing the things that you have loved in your attentions. Okay? It can have businesses collapse and partnerships dissolve. Okay? Because we have attached and associated with in spaces that are not true. Okay? And we've done it and stayed there and remained in those places out of a sense of false loyalty. Okay? We don't have to do any of those things anymore. Okay? And your soul will not let you do that. Okay? It will only have completion of itself within your vibrational system. Let plan B go. Let plan B go. Everything that's been a miscreation, you can make a decision right now that, you know what, I'm taking on the whole load of my soul sovereign self. Make a decision right now. Ooh, feel that go to your heart chakra. Okay, we're talking truth here. That is witness. That is witness. You feel it in your vibrational system, don't you? Each part of your triune being is saying hello. Each part of your triune being is going to come in and speak with you in their own state and own capacity. Each part of your sovereign soul is going to birth into you, and you are going to come into a space like you are in labor. And opening up the heart and having your soul come up, birth up from your solar plexus and into your heart chakra is an initiation process. And that can take many hours. And indeed, those who are initiating into the heart space are having their hearts organically opened, which can be quite a painful process. Oh, it depends on how your light body is, okay? If you've been doing the work for a long time, but it is a real and relevant experience, is the initiation of the soul into your heart chakra. And those three parts of you can come in individually. So the job that we do at Diamond Matrix Masters is that we take you through the most organic and natural process of opening up your heart chakra so that it makes it ready for meeting your board of directors, that they can come in. Why do we call them board of directors? I'll just remind you of the statement that when it came to me, I was asked, would you put a wounded child onto your board of directors? And I'm going, oh no, that's right. And then I did the cleansing of the healing of the wounded child, because I'm a creator. I can't keep projecting through a wounding or these story filters. So that's what we do in our Quantum Living with Self-Mastery School, is that we remove those vibrational anomalies, because we know what we're moving. That's our expertise. We move those vibrational stories so that you are then ready to come into having your heart chakra opened, which we do by diamond reconnection, 3 sessions of it. And that's at the end of the school, and is such an important part. Each process of the school is based in 4 different sections, and we take you through the most rich and organic experience of bringing you into full soul sovereignty. After that, your soul will start to make its presence known, but you won't want to go back to this system anymore. You're going to actually be creating with 0 point quantum. Isn't that amazing? And that's why we need to teach you quantum law, so that you actually open in a safe manner. Okay, because if I open your heart up, and that's why I don't do the reconnection straight away. Okay, it goes at the end of the school, because if you have not understood this leap, and we do this in the law of acquisition, we turn you around in our 6 to 8 hours of training. There's 5 sessions within that. We take you into the leap, which is the turning around and coming into this position as a creator. And when your heart chakra is open and your soul is projecting greater connected light into your light body, then you are going to just be expanding and expanding in the most incredible love that you have ever felt. And you will know yourself. It says, know thyself. Well, when you understand that you're a living soul, you will know yourself like nothing else. What I am now living on this side with a diamond active light body, and that's what we need to do, is activate the diamond light body. Okay? It's funny, when I was talking about this 6 years ago, it was like no one had heard of it. Now it's just channeled message after channeled message about the diamond and the diamond's light body. And it's your Merkaba, is your travel vehicle so that you can experience the new earth dimension. Okay. The other day I've been told I'm upgrading my light body. Okay. So I'm coming into higher frequencies. You're coming into higher frequencies. We are talking about this daily. I'm not quite sure that we consciously understand what that looks like. That is more of you. Okay. That is more of you. And what do we do with that? You project it. Please project it. Please make a stand. That's why it's so important to ignite your soul. And this is why I wrote what I wrote this morning and put it on the Quantum Elite community page, because we can keep battling in benevolence against this, which is just like swatting mozzies that just fly off and keep landing again. When you're in this type of alignment, you are projecting as one with your I am presence. Okay? I want you all to shut your eyes and I'll demonstrate this for you. This is how powerful you are. I want you to call on every single I am presence all over the world. So feeling the light within you, feeling the expansion of your soul, and calling on every single individual in this world to ignite their light. So I want you to call on the I am presence of every single person in this world and draw on that, this mighty army of light. We don't care what they think right now. We don't care whether they're in the military. We don't care whether they're government officials. We don't care who they are. We call on their soul, because that's where we're one. Call on their soul. Every single person has a soul that keeps them upright on their feet. No matter what their culture, their conditioning, their continent. Okay, we have the power to call on their mighty I am presence, and please do it over and over and over. We had some, we're doing refugee settlement in a place called Townsville in Australia. And one of the peoples that we were settling had lost their family member in Croatia overnight in a issue that had come up in unrest within the people. And we came in and they called me to do this. And I called in every single government official, every single citizen, every single military person, okay, every single one that could be possibly involved with this event, to find this man, this brother. And we found him the next morning. He came. Okay, light forces. When you're in this place of soul sovereign alignment, can you feel that? Okay, much, much more powerful. You are much more efficient working out of 5D than you are flopping like a fish on the beach in 3D. Okay, this is the difference. All right, so I'm going to open up the floor. I just want you to realize who you are. Do the light work. What you do not give knowing consent to cannot happen. That's why we need you active in your soul sovereign self, so that you can start decreeing on behalf of humanity in the fullness of power. This is authority. You decree how it's going to be. No, we are not having those children disappearing. No, we are not going to have, we are going to bring this to an end. This is done. We are building up this quorum of energy within our world. It's already built. We just need you conscious enough to do the activation, do the ignition, light yourself up, come into the diamond energy. And anyone that is wanting to come into soul sovereignty, let me walk you through the journey of it. Okay? And you will experience the amazingness of having things that have been blocking you removed, and then placing you into a position where you actually meet your board of directors. We take you into that place and you meet your greater you. And then we show you how to operate from that platform. And there's so much more that we do that I can't utter. It is a mystery school. Okay, it is a beautiful thing. It's such a privilege to defrag and then put you back together again. Doing your environment, we do so much more than you can possibly realize. Okay, so book in, make it happen. We need your diamond light body activated so that your soul sovereign source can come and inhabit your business, your beingness, okay, so that you can begin to create out of self-mastery. You are coming into the state of an ascended master. This is just the beginning of it. Okay, that's why I just talk about self-mastery level 1, because when you guys are activated, oh my God, what is that level 2 going to look like? I have no idea. It's going to be magnificent. We're going to be creating everything that we see lack on in this world, because we're going to create out of wholeness, going to project into the wellness of the children, not going to be pumping them with chemicals. We're not going to be doing that anymore. We're going to save our generations that are coming. We're going to bring us back from the brink. Okay, we are here to come up into the new earth and to bring as many people with us as possible. Okay, so I'm going to just stop now. I want you to just turn on your mics if you feel comfortable to doing that. And anyone that would like to share any part of what you gained from today, it would be lovely to hear of your lived experience.
Hi, Ruth.
Hello, Michelle.
Amazing as always. Oh my goodness. I mean, I vibrate pretty high anyway, but
Yes.
when you and I get together, man, it is such a perfect reflection of what I embody almost every now moment. And that's, the soul sovereignty that was activated in your program. And I know I haven't finished. I cannot wait to get back, because literally my life has changed so much since we got together. And it just feels amazing. It feels amazing to look back at my life of limitation and duality and stuff like that. And so now I'm just finding myself kind of just playing in my world as a creator, and I'm really having a good time, and I owe a lot to you and your wisdom and your embodiment of that. So thank you so much, Ruthie.
It's my pleasure. Yes, we've got to do more stuff. No part of it is unimportant. It's like incredible. This school, my soul has projected this school, okay? It is for this reason. It's so perfect in its rollout. And what it does for you is amazing. Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Come on, jump in. Sure.
Just feeling so much tweaking going on. This morning, I woke up since the last session we did, Ruth. I just connecting with the diamond energy in my triune, and I've also been listening to the book that you recommended, Reconnection, and just all day something is different. I don't know what. I just know that something is different.
Yes.
And just as we were going through that same thing, just this feeling of nothing's the same anymore. It's all different. And I can't quantify what that is, but I just know that everything is different, and it's beautiful. And I know that this is just part of what I'm going to become. I know I'm not anywhere near there yet. And just this beautiful feeling of acceptance, love. I've been hanging out for this all day. I love knowing that I've got these, as I said, just before I go to bed. So yeah, just to be able to absorb all of this. I've been working with energy for many years now, but just lately everything is shifting, everything is moving to a whole new vibration, and I can feel my body shifting, tweaking as it adapts to this new energy. So it's really exciting, and I feel very blessed. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know when a person is experiencing the real. Okay, this is really happening because I can feel it. My soul accelerates within me. It just goes, oh, you feel the joy. Whew. You know what somebody's just using rhetoric and words on, and then you feel the heart connection with that person who is indeed opening up. It's amazing. Oh, what we're coming into is incredible. It's incredible. And I get to live this most days. I love it. Yes, Yasmin.
Well, I didn't have you for a while, so I had to improvise. I had your book and my imagination. So I used to just imagine that you were right there. You know, after like my board of directors, I met them, and you know, I am with you. I did all kinds of. Then I realized it's not about stuff. It's like so much stuff is coming at me from home, like really horrible stuff, and I'm so high vibrational, and this ain't real. This is just my old world falling apart, and it's creating a new one, and that I'm going to step into. It is kind of shaking me a little bit because I know that if I'm moving through something, I recognize it as an observer, and I can laugh about it rather than cry. You know, so yeah, thank you a lot, because I know I was going to ask you, is it okay to do this, and is it okay to do that, and it feels so good, you know, and then it just doesn't really matter whether it's my imagination or you and Janine and everything else, as long as I get through this. And I think that, you know, what the feeling is, and I amplify it, and then I stay there, then everything else doesn't really matter because I'm with them. I'm with my board of directors, and
yes,
chilling, and it's easy.
It's beautiful what you are. That joy is, yes. And it's weird, okay? This is a weird time when you're collapsing plan B vibrations, whatever you've been creating. It's weird. So let the weirdness pass. It will pass. And then you come on board with more of this. But the stuff that you have been pixelating still needs to go through. I hate processes, but honestly, just alchemize it as quickly as possible. Okay, bring in this. In this now moment, I am here, I'm present. Don't even go into your past, not even 10 seconds.
I acknowledge that. Yeah. Well, I acknowledge that I'm human. So I give myself 2 minutes to write everything down, my humanness down, and like put it aside. And then I thought, okay, I'm whole now. I dealt with it as a human. Let's go back to me. You know, like I can separate it, whereas like a couple of weeks ago before you, I couldn't separate it. It was all, you know, but I love tapping into it. And without you, I wouldn't know what it was. Like I knew something was there, but I didn't know, and I didn't know how, and I didn't know. It was just the searching. You got it.
I know, it's bringing it to the conscious mind, what we're actually experiencing. That's why I love what's being written. I'm an intelligent human being, okay? You can't just keep sending rhetoric from the penal system at me, okay, and expect me to go along with that. My mental mind does need to be shown properly how intelligently how it all works. And because you already know this, it's built into you. We're just making it obvious. So well done. Keep doing it, collapse it, collapse it, collapse it. Build it, build it, build it. Design it for yourself the way you want it to be. And your board of directors responds instantly to whatever you put out. Anyone else? Okay. I think you're all pretty happy. Listen, thank you so much for coming in. Remembering that we are on this beautiful platform of QEC, Quantum Elite Community, which has just been created through the magnificent minds of, Tony and Michelle, Matthew and Malek. And we just are so grateful for that. Okay, this is empowering us all to come into greater spaces within ourselves, being totally focused with QEC on the quantum projections and growth, okay, into 5D living. That's extraordinary. You don't just find that, do you? And again, grateful for the Noble Goldman platform that offers us incredulous opportunities of growth and expansion and of great training and teachers. I have learnt so much. I am learning marketing. I am learning this. I'm learning that. I am constantly in growth. Okay, I'm 55 years of age, and apparently we're supposed to learn a new language at this age. I am learning one. Okay, this opportunity is that, we're going places. We have got so much special stuff coming up. I've had such good news this week, okay, that's blowing my mind, and I'll be able to share that with you all shortly. But at the same time, grab this book, okay? Grab this book. I'm not being up myself. This is living principles for each now moment, okay, for you to live and show you how soul sovereignty works. Why is that important? Because it means that the law constructs, the human law constructs that you have developed for yourselves, against yourself, projected against others, can collapse. You are the one that is the creator, and your soul sovereign self wants to inhabit all of you. So all of those little frameworks have to go, okay, because they're no longer necessary. It is so hard to maintain all of those little rules that you've got going. We come into the law of grace, okay, and you're free. So come on in, keep coming up. Thank you so much for your time and blessings to you. Tony and Michelle, did you have anything that you wanted to share?